Hello, hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is Annawyn and we are going to be working on Kundalini through the Enneagram. This session we will focus, it'll be like a 30-minute Kriya and meditation to help the peacemaker, the mediator, number 9. Remembering that with the Enneagram, we all possess like all of the numbers, but we're predominantly more one than the other. And then there's also wings and all sorts of things. But the peacemaker, mediator. So 9s offer the world peace and understanding. The value a harmonious, smooth environment and will work hard to achieve that for the rest of us. Gifted listeners with a soothing presence. Type 9s can meditate and heal the most interesting situations, sometimes described as the most powerful type in the Enneagram. When type 9s find their own center and advocate from a point of personal strength, they can move mountains through their balanced, reasonable approach and influence on others. So things about 9, they have a tendency to procrastinate. I've definitely done that before. 9s really don't like conflict. And especially in a world that we have now, you have to be resilient around conflict a little bit. But there's always like boundaries that you can set to help. Because if we know what our triggers are, then we know where to go, kind of what situations to be in, how long that we have. And if we can't control that, we can just simply leave, right? So at any rate, what I want you to do is get ready for our set. So take a moment. We're going to tune in. Little Adi mantra. If you can't or you don't know this mantra, just allow whatever vibration to come out and then join in when you can. Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. 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 Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Siddhi Guru Deve Name. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Siddhi Guru Deve Name. Adgure Name, Jugadgure Name, Satgure Name, Siddhi Guru Deve Name. Inhale in. Suspend the breath, honoring the time that you're giving yourself for this beautiful practice. Taking a moment and just sitting in this space. We are going to be doing a lot of breath of fire. Breath of fire is that like diaphragmatic breath where it's a passive inhale and a forceful exhale. It's almost like you're coughing out of your nose. Couple things with breath of fire. If you're menstruating, it's really not that great to do. If you're pregnant, it's just not possible. It's just not healthy for the fetus or the mama. So you're going to have to modify in those situations. Normal, long, deep breaths is really what would be great. So just remember that throughout your practice. And if you can't hold these postures as long as we hold them, remember to take a break. Kundalini and all yoga, it's supposed to meet you exactly where you're at. So let the ego go, let the visions of what other people look like go, and just do what feels right within your own body. So this first posture, we're going to be laying on our backs. And I'm going to start timers here just so I make sure we don't go over. Sorry about the delay here. Just get my timer on. Okay, so you're gonna lay on your back One of the things is you might need support under your lower back, okay? We lift your feet and your head. Traditionally, you can also do this. However, I'm already feeling that in my lower back. So if you feel that you don't have enough support there, allow that support to happen. So we're going to start that breath of fire. The timer's already going. You gaze out towards the toes. Again, if you need to take a break, just break, right? And then come back up again. We're going to do 15 more seconds. We're going to do this for a minute, all right? And then we're going to drop. All right, drop for a moment here. So this is typically 3 minutes. We're actually going to do a minute, rest a minute, and then go back into it. So as we build endurance, if you can hold it the 3 minutes, please don't let me stop you from doing that. You would still be risen, still breath of fire, right? Still indulging in this intense heat, and then we're going to lift it back up again in about 30 more seconds. So we lift the head about 6 inches, the feet about 6 inches, and that breath of fire again. If you have to drop your feet, right? The breath is key. If you can keep the breath going, that's best, right? If you have to drop the head or the feet a little bit, remember, over time, endurance is gained. All right, these last 30 seconds, let's lift. You can do it, my friends. So we're going to lift, breath of fire. Ten more seconds to go. You can do it. Drop it down. Stretch the arms over the head. Stretch the arms over the head, taking a moment here. Integrating all of that. And then from here, you're going to bring your knees in, and you're going to tuck your head towards the knees. All right, you're going to hover in and hold that position. We will do the breath of fire again. We're going to do this one for 2 minutes. All right. Again, if you need to come out of it for any reason, you certainly can. All right, and we'll get started. You can have your breath of fire moving slowly as well, if it can't be fast, right? Close your eyes, third eye gaze. I have to rest my head. Again, if you need to do the same, please do. Otherwise, continue to stay risen. Breath of fire. We've got about a minute left to go, so keep it going, my friends. Keep it up. You're doing a beautiful job. Rest if you have to. We're almost there. We've got 30 more seconds to go, my friends. Keep up the good work. What we're going to do, rest for a moment. Resting there. And then for about a minute, we're going to rock back and forth, okay? So just letting your breath regulate here, all right? Using your intuition to allow it to move you. The spine, if we move it in 7 directions every day, it will be healthy, right? It's one of the beautiful things about Kundalini. It keeps the spine so healthy. So we keep rocking and rolling. We got about 30 more seconds to go. You're doing a great job. All right, so these next few rocks, you're going to find your way into a seated position. Beautiful. So taking a nice, easy pose, comfortable seated position. What I want you to do is we're dominantly always bringing our one leg out in front. I want you to switch it around. You know, if you're left-handed and you're always doing stuff with your left hand, your right hand's neglected, vice versa. We're going to do the same thing with our legs, letting the left side and the right side of the brain integrate, okay? This next one is a meditation. Breath of fire again, my friends. Again, if you're menstruating or pregnant, you need to do the regular deep breathing, please do so. So our thumbs, right? So it's just like so, and they're going to be out to the side, like a big V. Always drawing in through Mula Bandh, Uddiyana Bandh, right? Jalahara Bandh, tip of the nose, gaze, close the eyes if you can. So 2 minutes, we're going to do this. Again, if you have to bring the arms down or you have to take a break on the breath, continue to visualize yourself doing it. Visualizing the movement or the holding of the arms and the breath. Continue with your breath. All right, so here we go. The key to pranayama is also to not just keep going with your breath of fire, is to not like clench the jaws and clench things, like nice, soft, supple muscles in the face, right? Using that internal support, all the bandhas to help keep you risen. Got a minute to go. Keep up the good work. You're almost there. Keep it up. You got 30 more seconds to go. You can do it. If the arms are heavy, try to breathe through it. This is when the magic happens. Bring the arms over the head. Suspend, retain the breath. All right. Feel the prana moving through the body, the cells, the clarity, the calm. And then slowly bring it on down. I want you to really find your way into deep relaxation, okay, for a moment. So lay on your back. I mean, you can really do long savasanas. It just depends on how long you have, anywhere from like anywhere really. You can do 1 minute, you can do 30 minutes, you can do 11 minutes. This one in particular, anywhere from about 2 to 11 minutes in this Kriya. We'll go on the shorter side since this is a half an hour class. But letting your being melt into the earth. Allowing anything that doesn't serve to roll off. Sat Nam. So lay there, continue to lay there. Just in deep relaxation. Remember that this breath of fire, it purifies the blood, it expands the lung capacity, it strengthens the nervous system to deal with stress, right? It makes us more resilient, especially in these times. It's a great practice to like start off the day with every day. Unless you're very pitta and like really fiery and you need some grounding, but either way, it's beautiful. So it helps stimulate new nerves. When you're here, we concentrate on our brow point, and we release toxins and other chemicals by this breath technique. All right, so slowly, we're gonna rise on up, but you do so slowly. So wiggle the toes, get into the space, rock and roll. You can either roll to the side and come up or just rock on up. We're gonna come back into this comfortable seated position. Gyan Mudra, so the thumb, it's like the thumb and the pointer finger, and you're gonna rest your hands elongated on your knees. Mula Bandh, Uddiyana Bandh, Jalahara Bandh, trying to like help support yourself by engaging those bandhas if you can. Over time, it gets way easier to engage the bandhas than when you're first starting to practice. So just again, remember to be graceful with yourself and allow this practice to meet you exactly where you're at. No one else. So the breath of fire again. All right, we're going to do this for 3 minutes. All right. So I will guide the time for you. And again, the breath of fire, if it's something you're not able to, long, deep breaths. If you need to take a break from the breath of fire, you can do that as well. So start. up the good work. You're doing a great job. You're down 1 minute. You got 2 more to go. So just gazing towards the tip of the nose, expansion, elevate, ground, create. Halfway there. The last 30 seconds, we're going to speed up the breath a little bit. I'll tell you when. Last 30 seconds, my friends. Inhale. Let it go. Sit in this space for a moment. Observing the sensations. One of the greatest gifts that we have is observation. Right? It's like listening to ourselves as well. So listening to other people is a skill, but listening to ourselves and not ignoring that internal wisdom that's there. I'm going to take one last little stretch here, really getting any last bit of heat, fear, doubt out of your hips. We'll come to one side, just sweeping ourselves off before we close. Take it to the other side. And then what we're going to do is we're going to sweep off our crown, our third eye, our throat, our heart. Right down in this navel. And then right at the base. Beautiful. Any little last stretch that you need to do to kind of release anything from your body, please do so. We'll take a little neck stretch. And then we'll end with the sunshine song. So palms together, give a nice rub, resting them at the sternum, long spine, Mulaband, Uddiyadaband, Jalahara. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on. We're going to end with a nice Sat Nam, inhaling in. Sat Nam. Continue to shine your light upon the world. Continue to rest when it's needed, knowing that we give after our self-devotion to ourself, our sadhana, our earth, our being. Thank you so much for joining.